can I ask you why you could come back to this Ayurveda? Whether means you told that for last 2 decades you are practicing. Of course, I believe that as per I know, because we do share, we are the classmates and we know each other very well. But still, for the other members of the community, if they want to know I believe you are doing integrative practice and more of allopathic general practice also you did for the last 2 decades. And what made you to come back to Ayurveda and want to have something different?
Basically, yeah, I got your question. Basically, I was interested to practice pure Ayurveda initially, but due to certain circumstances and not having clarity at that point of time, I took whatever was available in my stride, and I did both the sciences. I did justice to allopathy and Ayurveda simultaneously. I used to practice in the field of infertility, wherein I used most of the medicines for Ayurvedic medicines only. So that gave me a lot of confidence that the science which I have learned, and that is, of course, as we all know, uh, there are limitations for every science. So also for Ayurveda. At that moment, I did for more than a decade and a half. I practiced both the sciences. Then I took a break and I did other things. So I always, at deep down my heart, I always felt that I should be doing Ayurveda, um, practice Ayurveda, so that I do justice to the science, because that is what I have learned. But again, as I told you, due to certain circumstances, I did both initially. But now I feel I shouldn't mix the both or do justice to Ayurveda only, because we have I've lost the touch with the basics to some extent. The brushing of the knowledge is going on, and some other things I'm learning. But of course, with nutrition background and also Ayurveda, I think I can club the both and do the best what's possible, and give the results required by the patients. That's it.
Okay. So truly you want to become now an entrepreneur because, of course, being in the practice and that you did all the traditional, whatever means the trade or means traditional
Hmm.
profession,
Hmm.
and now you are planning to go means enhance your reach and expand yourself and so that you can serve many of people, more people. That is the intention what I could get out of from your the particular talk. So I welcome you again, Dr. Nandini, for our community, and Priya is also Dr. Priya Darshini also. She herself has introduced yesterday, also in the last month, last session, and of course, even though we are only five in the meeting, but I'm going to continue with my presentation, and I believe that all of you will be at the till the end of the session. You'll be there, and we can have a question and answer session at the end, and let the other people join as and when they come together. Okay. And so, actually, basically, whatever I have observed, as Dr. Nandini has also worked for the last 20 years, Dr. Priya is already practitioner, clinic Ayurveda practitioner in the Hubli. Dr. Deepa is practicing. Dr. Krishna is is uh, totally dedicated to the academics, and myself in both the academic as well as this one. What the intention, what I started this particular Ayurveda Academy was to help the Ayurveda graduates and the professionals to find their particular, what you call the niche, especially professional goal, so that they can achieve it in a very faster way, and of course they can feel accomplished, and they can feel they can become significant in the professional life. So with that intention, I started, and of course, this entrepreneurship happens to be the very new. Many of the people they are still not clear about what exactly it is, because of course it is used here and there, but now I am trying to popularize this word so that we need to change our thinking. We need somewhere we are always means we are trained in the college as well as in our brought up also. We never thought that the medical profession can be uh, used, or medical professionals are already entrepreneurs, but unfortunately that has not been instilled in our mind that we are also entrepreneurs. Because see, entrepreneurship, what are the entrepreneurs, of course it happens to be it is blooming, it has come into popular, it has become popular in the recent decade, but Western world always uh, uh, Whether my network is not clear, Dr. Nandini is telling that network is not clear. Dr. Priya or Dr. Deepa, are you facing the same problem that my voice or my video is not clear?
No, sir.
Is clear?
It's clear and it's audible.
Okay, okay. So Nandini, I think there must be some issue from your side. So kindly come into the area where you can get a good connectivity. So the the intention after starting this Ayurveda Academy is, as I told you, that many a times we come back and even after 10, 20 years, the live examples are here, even myself and Dr. Priya. Of course, Dr. Priya may be doing well in our clinical practice, but still the reach is not as much what we deserve. And we most of the time we think traditionally, and we remain in the restrict or the very limited territory. Okay. Now, post-COVID, what happened? Post-COVID, because of these digital platforms which are offering us the opportunity to reach even any part of the world. So I thought that let us explore that thing, and so that I can help. If I'm not able to help our Ayurveda, what we call the graduates or and the professionals, even the practitioners, even the private college teachers, because in the last 20 years, what I observed was even the very good students, very toppers of during their academics, they are not feeling that fulfillment, a satisfaction, a job satisfaction, or the a professional satisfaction. So, and of course, and even they are not able to make abundant of money, and they are not able to get that social significance what they are supposed to. They deserve it, and of course, the time freedom also. So, when the other people who are non-medicals, when they are using the concepts of the Ayurveda, concepts of some health, what you call the principles, and even though being non-medicals, when they are making money because they have got a good technical skill, and they have got a good screen presence, and because of that the communication skills, they are able to make a lot of money, and of course they are doing they are adding value to the common people. But still, when what I felt was that the Ayurveda people can do in a more better way compared to those people. So because of that, I thought that let me do something which can, at least if I initiate a movement in the Ayurveda field, where where we'll start thinking in different way, especially thinking as an entrepreneur. See, entrepreneurship doesn't mean that always you need to have a product. Entrepreneur doesn't mean that always you need to what you call mm, uh, be having a physical what you call the factory or a bigger thing. So entrepreneurship is anything, whatever you are doing, but the end of the day is you will be an entrepreneur when you are making money, when you are making profit, and you are at the cost, and at the same time you are adding value to their life. That is entrepreneurship, and this entrepreneurship is always used only with the technical background people and for the business family people, means who are coming from the business family. Or it is most of the time it is used for business people. Whereas once I went through all research and this one, I felt that the doctors happens to be the best entrepreneurs, because doctors are having, especially Ayurveda doctors, I want to say, Vaidyas, we are the best entrepreneurs. We can be the best entrepreneurs if we really understand the concept of entrepreneurship, and we can when we are adding value, because see, we are having both the things, and always I tell that the product and services. So money can be earned, money can be made. It can be earned only by two ways. That is one by either selling a product or providing a service. And being an Ayurveda, what you call professionals, we are having both of them. We are having both of them. That is, we can have our own products prepared, and we can have our own what you call the services what we can offer. Okay. So because of that, this entrepreneurship should be instilled in our cells. It should be instilled in our what you call mind right from the beginning of the BMS first year curriculum itself. But unfortunately, many of the teachers in the Ayurveda college, they don't think in that way, and it's only as a matter of completing the academics. They do the what you call the job, and many of the teachers, they do not guide the students, they do not motivate the students, and because of that, we stand always in the crossroads. Let it be when you are when itself the starting point, only when we are joining in the BMS only, we will not we are not many of most of us will not be intending, rather it happens to be second option, and then we go to the what you call during the course also, we will not be having much of the clarity. Most of the students, they lack that clarity, and because of that, they cannot understand the concepts of Ayurveda, and they cannot integrate them, and they cannot use them, and they don't learn the skill, what is required. And because of that, we suffer with that shadow career. So I wanted to change this particular scenario. And with that intention, I started this academy, so that at least in the coming next 2 to 3 years, if together, all of us, especially Ayurpreneur Life Academy people, the members, the stakeholders of the Ayurveda Academy, as well as the Ayurveda Lifestyle Hub, which is the community, what I'm bringing up. If we can change this thinking, and we can give means a direction to the what to call our Ayurveda community, that is what the great thing we are going to do. And at the same time, we will also be benefited, because see, it is called as a law of fellowship. There is a law of fellowship is there. If Dr. Deepa is practicing in Irkal and she popularized Ayurveda there, and Dr. Nandini popularized the Ayurveda in Pune, Dr. Priya popularized the Ayurveda in Hubli, Dr. Pradeep popularized the Ayurveda in Haryana. See, ultimately what happens, the world will be brought into the what you call the territory of the Ayurveda. The people, common public, become more aware of the Ayurveda. And when they become more aware of the Ayurveda, they will be tapping into that Ayurveda field. They will be coming for their whatever they require, their remedies, and whatever the sufferings they are having, or if they want to regain, means restore their health. For that, everything they will be coming to the Ayurveda. So yeah, at any corner of the world, okay, our Ayurveda colleague will be benefited, and by that the science will be benefited. So ultimately, this Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is, if we apply to our Ayurveda community, any of our community member will be benefited, okay, at any part of the world. Okay. So let us that is what this value adding. So thinking in the interest of the bigger, what you call the mass. Okay, when you think in the interest of the greater mass, you will be having you'll achieve a significance. What I always propose, or always I intend that my community members should have, that significance, which is a professional significance as well as a social significance. Of course, when you achieve these two significance, you achieve a spiritual, what you call, attainment, a spiritual accomplishment. So with this intention, this Ayurveda Academy has been started. And of course, we are now still creeping. It's the beginning of this academy. But thanks to all of you, the people who have joined this community and believed in the principles of the Ayurveda, believed in the what you call the may I request Dr. Pradeep to mute himself, because there is some disturbance from Pradeep. Dr. Pradeep, kindly mute yourself. Let me mute Pradeep. Okay. So all these things, the technical things, I could learn. Okay. Anyway, thank you. So coming back to this one, I thank all of you for believing in the what you call the strength of getting into the community, being in the community. Because see, if you want to what, walk long, if you want to achieve a greater journey, the greater goal, you need to be in a community, a like-minded people, community of a like-minded people, so that you will be always motivated, and you'll be hand-holded, and you'll be guided, it will be supported, and By that, you will not be losing your focus. You will not be losing your what you call the track. So for that reason, we need to be in the community. So this Ayurveda Academy, it offers you the community where like-minded people are coming in future also. Because see, of course, I have still opened up it for the general public. It is all because people are known to me. That's why you are into this, and because that you are the two people happens to be the founder members of the Ayurveda Academy. So once I start this offering it to the all the Ayurveda community members, not known to me, but they are Ayurveda graduates. Once this community grows, then you can imagine, you can understand. You will realize my intention of community means creating this community, because I have got a lot of plans. I want to bring all of you together, and I want to help each and every one of the Ayurveda, every stakeholders of the Ayurveda. Let it be the Ayurveda graduates, professionals, or the raw drug suppliers, or the Ayurveda students means who are into academics or research, or so anyone means all of them. I want to bring them under one roof, so that we all of will be helping each other, and will be growing together, and by that we can achieve a lot of abundance, as well as the true what you call the justice, what we can do to ourselves as well as to the science. Okay, so with that, I would like to go for the today's presentation, and I believe it will take almost 1.5 hours. And if you got any doubts, any queries, not only related to this presentation, anything which is related to the Ayurpreneur career, we can discuss at the end of the session. Okay, so let me present my slide. And I request all of you, so whenever I start my screen, sharing this, what you call my slide, kindly confirm me that whether my video is also available at the side of the slide or not, because the last session I could not, means my video was not been seen as alongside the PPT what I shared. So whether my screen is now visible for all of you. Anyone can confirm. Unmute yourself and confirm that my screen is visible for all.
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. So by the side of the slide, left hand side upside, I think on your screen, whether my video is also available, is visible.
Your screen is visible here.
No, but my video along with that PPT.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for confirming. So last session we discussed about the last session we discussed about the 6 ways of branding and marketing. Okay, so in that session I could speak about the basic laws, which are very much important. 5 laws I discussed in the last session. I believe that the people who didn't attend in the last session, they must have gone through that recording what I shared through the what I uploaded on YouTube. So that is the all about how you should brand yourself, and how you can present yourself in the in the world, and how you can get the visibility for your profession and your individuality. And when after that, now basically coming from with what mission we have started. Okay, the mission, as I already explained you, that we want to be the entrepreneurs. Okay, we are entrepreneurs, no doubt, but we want to present it in a better way. Whatever we are doing, whatever we did in the last the decade or 2 decades, as per your whatever the experience is there, do you feel that really you have made your presence or you have made, or you have established your authority, which is beyond your particular local territory. How many of you feel that you have achieved that you are known to the people beyond your friend circle, beyond your locality where you are practicing? How many of you feel? You can put it in the chat. Okay, so if you achieve that significance, okay, uh, that you are known, you have got more influence, you have become influencer. So that is called as influencing. See, if I am known to the people, which even the people, I may not be knowing them, but if they are able to identify me, if the other people are able to identify me as an Ayurveda doctor or Ayurveda Vaidya, then that means you have created influence. That I am telling beyond your local territory. For example, if I am practicing in Rajkot, and if I am known to, I maybe, of course, it is possible that I'll be known to the locality around 20 kilometers radius or 25 kilometer radius. But whether I am able to make that impact, or whether I am able to make my presence or authority beyond that particular geographical radius. Okay, maximum you will be known to 25 kilometers. Okay, when you are into the traditional, what you call clinic setup, traditional medical practice. But here our mission is that we want to reach beyond this one. We want to reach beyond. We want to have the world as our territory. That's why I propose that we need to be the Ayurpreneur. Is it? So I believe that. Let me check in the chat. See how many of you could achieve this. Okay. So Dr. Nandini has responded. Rest of the people have not responded. And that means either you achieved or you are not achieved, because it is not clear. So this particular entrepreneurship is now the tool or the vehicle for you, or the media for you, or you have got a space, what you call the mode of presenting yourself to the whole world. And that this is very much relevant. Why? Because see, there is a digital this revolution, whatever has taken place in the last 2-3 years post COVID, has made the world very small, isn't it? How many of you agree with me? The world has become very small. You can reach anywhere. Okay, within few seconds you can reach anywhere. And if we are not able to make it out, if we are not able to establish our authority as an Ayurveda Vaidya, or the healthcare provider, or the most what you call the impactful healthcare provider, then I think that it will be the biggest crime what we'll be doing with ourselves. Being in this Ayurveda, we investing our valuable energy, time, and age, money in learning acquiring the degree, BMS, post graduation, and then practicing last 10 years, 20 years. But still, if you are not known beyond the 25-30 kilometers of radius, means you are not done justice with yourself. Okay, or you could not get the thought. You are happy. You are having that what you call instant gratification of helping your local people. You never thrived for the what you call the exponential growth. Maybe because of that, you could not attempt this, or you could not brand yourself. Or second reason is you wanted to have this, or you wanted that particular zeal to be. You had that you are having that hunger to reach the bigger mass, and you want to go beyond your territory, but still you are not aware how it can be achieved, is it? That is, and this is another alternative, maybe the option, or maybe the reason why you could not make. Because many times what happens, if we don't know what we don't know, then we cannot excel. We cannot attain the goals what we intend. So we need to know what is our why, what is our purpose. Is it? We need to know that. When we know what is our why, then we can understand what we don't know to achieve that why. When you know what you don't know, then you will be able to improvise yourself and upgrade yourself so that you can achieve that goal, and you can understand, you can learn the things whatever you don't know, and by that you can achieve the goal. So now you are in the Ayurpreneur Academy, and now onwards you think that you want to be an entrepreneur. And luckily, to be an entrepreneur at this particular period, in this particular period, the time zone, you need not have a lot of capital investment. You need not have any family business background. You need not to what you call hire lot of human resource. Means the human resource or the people. You can do with a proper strategy, a very impactful and very profitable on the entrepreneur, what you call the business. Isn't? So there are 6 essentials are there for this entrepreneurship. Of course, there are a lot of when you speak about the entrepreneurship, the different essentials are there, but I narrowed down to only 6 essentials for entrepreneurship. And if we follow this particular strategy, what I'm going to give in this particular session, I think you'll be having clarity and you'll be able to make your entrepreneurial journey, and you can proudly call yourself as an entrepreneur. Okay. So the 6 what you call let me record it. Sorry for the disturbance. Yes. Why I wanted to tell means why this whole session is or whole this academy or whole this thought or my business idea is coming means is been repeatedly I'm telling this one is that most of time, as I told you, we get into conformity, and because of the conformity, we turn out to be another mediocre allopathic general practitioner. Of course, we'll be earning, we'll be surviving, but still the sense of that fulfillment that is not achieved. That is because of that conformity. Conformity is because our seniors were doing the clinical practice, general practice of allopathy, and we also we were observing them. So because of that, also we get into conformity, and we may turn into that. We have turned into that, or we think that is the only option for the Ayurveda graduates to practice allopathy or Ayurveda. Means of course, if you practice Ayurveda, that's very great. But unfortunately, most of us we rely on using allopathy medicines for making immediate impact in the society that we are doctors. We need to think differently now. Now we know that was conformity. Without giving it a thought, we just followed the mass. We adopted that what we call the allopathic general practice. But now it is time. We should think differently, because see, if it is never too late to start. You can start learning at any age, and your career can be made at any age. Look at the examples of the KFC. KFC chicken franchises are there. That fellow his franchise started at the age of 65 plus. So afterwards he became more popular. Now he's a billionaire. Of course, I think he's no more. If I don't know, but still. So it's the hope is that you can start your career as an entrepreneur at any time. There's no time limit, or there's no age what to constraint that you should start. Of course, if you start early, that is better. But now we need not to look back. We have to start now. So we need to think different. Okay, because we want to be rich, not only wealthy. By making money we can be wealthy, but we will not be called as rich unless we have got time freedom. And this time freedom and the accomplishment, feeling of the accomplishment in the life. Okay, so there are 7 accomplishments are there in the life. Okay, The 7 accomplishments are there. Like health, wealth, family and relationship, hobbies, passions, travels, and spirituality. So if you cannot do this one in this lifetime, if you made money, but you could not get time to go behind your passion, you could not nurture your hobbies, you could not travel where which were in your bucket list to visit the places, and you could not enjoy the health, then this life doesn't, that life is not considered as fully accomplished life. Okay. So how can you, to have this particular accomplishment of the life, you need to have time freedom as well as financial freedom. Because if you want to travel, you need to have time also, as well as the money also, to take care of your expenses. And this can be, okay, that particular time freedom as well as the financial freedom can be achieved only by an exponential growth of making money. You need to have exponential growth, because we have got very limited lifespan. We got very short lifespan. Our grandparents, great forefathers, used to live for 100 years, but now we don't. We may live for 65 years, 70 years. If you are too lucky, you may live up to 90 years, but whether you will be fit and healthy to cherish that life, that is especially post-retirement life. Because up to 60 years is considered as what you call the active life, and after 60 years, it is called as retirement life. So whether we are able to live means we will remain healthy as well as fit to enjoy that if you are living beyond 65 years. I don't think so, because whatever the scenarios are going, whatever our health issue means, this what the environment is there, we may not live a healthy and a fit and fine life after 65 years. So if you want to achieve it in the shortest period, we need to be growing very fast. And that only entrepreneurship can give us an exponential growth. Of course, the risks are there. We need to take a calculated risk. But still, once you take a calculated risk, you can grow exponentially. If you don't want to take any calculated risk, then look at the alternative. You don't have any alternative. Your alternative is the failure. Of course, you will live your life as the same mediocre life that the other people are living. Ayaram, Gayaram. And this only the entrepreneurship can take you to the top in your professional life, in your social life. Because see, only entrepreneurship can give you all of this, what we thought of. That is, especially the mission of this Ayurveda Academy is, the Ayurveda people should have time freedom, financial abundance, social significance, and professional significance. If all these four, if you want to have, then you need to go for entrepreneurship. That means you need to think in different way, and you should be able to add value to the people. Okay. Because see, entrepreneurs who are the entrepreneurs? Because you can call yourself as an entrepreneur when you start thinking of generating a profit for you by providing a product or service which can change the lives of the others. And compared to your competitors, you can be giving it a very reasonable price, but still you will be earning profit. If you want to achieve this particular, what you call the product or service which can give you a lot of money, be crushing your competitors and providing a lot of value to your customers, then you are an entrepreneur. Okay. Because ultimately, to become an entrepreneur, what it requires, you need to solve a biggest problem of the world, and by your own unique idea and a very simplest solution. There is R factor is there. R factor means your product or your service should be the best, better, faster, cheaper, and easier. So if you give any solution which is easier to adopt, faster to yield the result, cheaper to afford, and better results are achieved, then you can be an entrepreneur. That means you are an entrepreneur already. If you got that product, if you got that service, you are an entrepreneur. Okay. So when this entrepreneurship, when you think about, because you are always looking for creating means you are searching for a way where you want to create value for others' life. That's why I always tell the entrepreneurship always give an extra edge over the business people. The business people are living with only goal of achieving some the particular financial goal, some what you call the familial goal, relationship. That's all, social goal. But entrepreneurship is where you are having the purpose rather than the goal, and the purpose is always greater than the goal, because the purpose is to add value to others' life. When goal is, it is more of self-centric. Goal is more of self-centric. Purpose is for others. When you are adding value to others, but still you are making money, and at the same time, you are not only making money, you have become significant in their life, because that you become irreplaceable. You become irreplaceable in their life, irreplaceable in their life. So that is entrepreneurship. So if you use Ayurveda to add value to others' life, and by that you can get a lot of money. You are paid for that, your services or your product, what you are offering through Ayurveda. And at the same time, if you are able to make your place in the heart of your patients, okay, that is the significance what you have achieved. That is the social significance. That is professional significance. You will be respected everywhere. That is what we want. We want that the people should have a goodwill even behind our back, or even in our absence. People should speak good thing about us. That is what the significance. That is what the respect. Isn't it? So once you use Ayurveda to create this entrepreneurial value, that can be called as Ayurpreneurship. Okay, and then you'll be calling yourself as Ayurpreneur, because you are an entrepreneur, Ayurveda professional, thinking like an entrepreneur and adding value to the people, and that's why you're Ayurpreneur. Okay, so to achieve this Ayurpreneurship, the 6 essentials are what I could summarize going through the different business books and different business classes, webinars, seminars. I could narrow down to 6. Okay, I hope that up till now you understood the intention of becoming an Ayurpreneur and starting your Ayurpreneurship. So if you're really serious, of course you need to be serious now onwards. There is no option. I don't want to give any option for you. You need to be serious of becoming an Ayurpreneur. Don't die as only an Ayurveda doc, means a graduate. Somewhere in the column and a newspaper, local newspaper, it may appear that too, when if your family members give an ad that this fellow, the Dr. Ayurveda doctor has died. I may sound very harsh or blunt, but forgive me for that. But I don't want. I could. That is the pain what I'm having. If you do not make your authority, if you do not become significant in the other's life, and if you do not become irreplaceable in this world, then there is no meaning of this human life. That means we have not attained that parlocation. Listen, so for that, to start up an Ayurpreneurship, you need to have 6 essentials. So what are those 6 essentials? The number 1 is traditional mindset to entrepreneurship. We need to change this one. We are having that traditional mindset. I believe that you will resonate with, means you agree with me that up till now we never thought, or even if you have thought, you never attempted. You always thought that being an Ayurveda graduate, take a degree and either go for post-graduation or have a clinic, 10/10 clinic. And then if you have got a little bit good means a financial background, you may think of having a 10-bedded hospital. That is also an allopathy hospital, or sometimes if you are very much diehard fan of the Ayurveda, you may think of an integrating. Of course, it depends upon the locality where you are practicing. If you are practicing in a very rural area, maybe you may not dare to start Ayurveda or to practice clinical practice. Because initially when you have made a capital investment, you want to get it back, return on your investment. So for that, you want to have an easy way. And for that easy way is prescribing the allopathic medicines. And this was what the traditional mindset we came out from the graduation. After having the graduation from the institution, we came out with this particular mindset that maximum we'll be having our clinic. That's all. Beyond that clinic, we never thought. That to clinic, of course, the people who have started immediately after their internship, they are always with the allopathic cross practice. And the people little bit, they thought differently. They went for post-graduation. And from their post-graduation, again, the crossroads, again, if you are there totally into the or to surgical branches, always again, they incline towards the allopathic practice only. And if they are coming from Kaya Chikitsa or Panchakarma, then they must have thought of starting Ayurveda practice again. The different challenges are there, which might have forced them to join a college and have a GP of allopathy again at the evening. So this is what the means, what the most wide, or the what you call the wider professional thought or professional what you call the goals who are there. Now also the same scenario is there. Of course, thanks to the digital, this one, all social media and this one, the global awareness of the Ayurveda. Now the students at present who are studying, they are thinking differently and they want to come up with their own what you call the particular. That is good thing. But again, only 10% of the students are thinking like that. Only 10%. The rest of them, again, the same. Conformity. So the traditional mindset has many times has checked us, obstructed us from thinking in a different way. That we need to change. The second is deciding the business type. Once you plan that, I want to use Ayurveda to create a business, then you should narrow down into which type of business you want to go. Because there are types of businesses are there. And third, essential, what is that? That is creating a realistic business plan. Of course, once you narrow down what is the type of business you want to go, you want to start up, then what the realistic plan is? We need to have a realistic plan. Of course, I could come with this career guidance and motivating the students, my own colleagues to practice Ayurveda or start entrepreneurship. Of course, it appears to be a very big task, but no worries, because I have got my mission itself is that I want to create the abundant lifestyle for all Ayurveda professionals. It may take me a lot of time, but still. But I think I will be achieving it in at least next 5 years. That's why it is a realistic business plan for me. But if you are not in career guidance, if you are into the health sector, you want to help the common public, then you need to have a very realistic business plan. And fourth one is the financing the business. So from where you are going to get the finance? That is the fourth essentials what you want to have. Because without finance, nothing is going to work out. Even what you call earlier, we used to tell, भगवान के इच्छा के बिना एक तिनका भी हिलेगा नहीं. But in the real world, without money, even a grass cannot be, means एक तिनका भी नहीं हिलेगा without money. You need money at every stage. So the business always requires more money, cash flow. So that is the fourth essential what we need to look into. And fifth one is, if you are expanding your what you call the firm, your clinic, or your business, you need to hire the people. And what are the considerations what we need to make when we are hiring the people? And sixth one is, of course, the most important, and that is the vital point of the business is you need to make sales, and you should know marketing. So these are the 6 essentials. See, whichever business you are into, or whichever profession you are into, you are in the business or you are into marketing. We are doctors. Unless we make our visibility, do you believe that we can get the patients to our clinic? At least people should come to know that you are there, your clinic is here, and you are going to provide these particular results. That is what the marketing, that is what the sales you are going to do. So these are 6 essentials for Ayurpreneurship. So let me see. The first one is that shifting from the traditional mindset to an entrepreneur mindset is you need to adopt the self-responsibility. We need to take up the self-responsibility. That is the first and the foremost step to becoming a successful entrepreneur. If you do not take up your self-responsibility, if you keep on taking the excuses, if you keep on blaming the situations, no, we were not knowing Ayurveda, we never intended to go to Ayurveda, and the colleges have not taught us Ayurveda. We were not guided. Our situation, economic situations are not supporting. Our locality was not supporting. All these are the blame games. If you got really result to yielding product with you or service with you, definitely you can make money. So you need to take responsibility of your life. Always, whatever is we are here now, whatever I am today, is because of it's because of me myself. If I am not successful, that is the response. I am responsible. I am responsible for that. I cannot blame my parents. I cannot blame my friends. I cannot blame my situation. I cannot blame my family members. I cannot blame the situation, the environment. Of course, they influence us. They influence us, no doubt. But still, we can order our life. We can order our life, and we need to take up the responsibility. Okay, you need to think that health service is also a business, and Ayurveda happens to be the gold mine for entrepreneurship. So think differently. Okay, so we need to shift that mindset. We are not here only to prescribe a medicine for sitting there for 10 hours or 12 hours at a clinic and scared to close the clinic even for a half session, because we may lose with the fear of losing the patients because of your competitors. That means you have not attained that authority. You are not made you have not become irreplaceable. And that happens because we never have conviction in our own knowledge. And let me tell you that Ayurveda happens to be the gold mine for entrepreneurship. And if you start reading Ayurveda again, once again, with this mindset that each and every shloka in the classics can give you an entrepreneurial idea, then believe me, within 1 month you can come with hundreds of entrepreneurial ideas, which you can start your entrepreneurship. Okay. So action plan is what you need to get. You need to act. See, thoughts are there. Even I went through, I usually go through all this because I am a human being, and of course, you people can, you know me personally. I do procrastinate. Basically I'm a lazy fellow, and but I got a lot of thoughts. Early morning, whenever I get up, I'll be having a lot of thoughts in my mind. They'll be coming, and they're all productive. They can be a good productive thoughts, but still they die because when we don't put them in the action immediately, those all productive thoughts will die, because for every thought there is self-life in there, and that self-life, before that thought can that it vanish, or that it dies up, before that we need to take action. So we need to plan every day in advance, and we need to know what we don't know. We need to know what we don't know. And once we know that what you don't know, you need to upgrade yourself. You need to upgrade yourself to know that, learn that what you don't know. Because learning, if you want to be successful, it requires continuous learning. It requires continuous learning, and you need to attend, because depending upon the business type, what you select, you need to attend, you need to look into that area. You need to look into your competitors. Then you need to analyze yourself, what you are lacking, and accordingly you should learn. Okay, because see, you need to be persistent. You need to persist there, because persistence comes from the faith. You need to believe in yourself. You need to believe in Ayurveda. You need to believe in your capacities, so that you can you can be a successful entrepreneur by using Ayurveda. And once you stick to the plan, okay, you will be definite that cumulative effect will take place, the compound effect will take place, and definitely you'll become a successful entrepreneur. So you need to be in a community, you need to network with the people, because many times we lose the focus because we are not surrounded by the people who can resonate with the same idea. And for that, you need to find out the people who can really help you, and make a networking with them, professional networking, so that you can become accountable to them, and you can take up the self-responsibility of improving yourself. So you need to come out of your comfort zone by taking self-responsibility, okay, so that you can be successful. Isn't it? Because see, this is the basic problem. We never had the congruence with the Ayurveda. Most of us. I had congruence with Ayurveda, but unfortunately, I was not focused. Because even I was not, the surprising thing is that I was not knowing that there is some BAMS curriculum, some Ayurveda is there, which can be equivalent to the MBBS. So many of us come to IBMS because of the second option, and because that we may lack congruence with the Ayurveda. We may not have conviction in the Ayurveda. We may not resonate with the Ayurveda, because of that we sideline it. But now, tell me, even if you want to leave that BMS degree, even if you want to call your, means you want to, you may run ICU, you may treat all the emergency cases, but still you will not be accepted by the society as a modern doctor, allopathic doctor. At the end of the day, you will be called as a quack, qualified quack. So because of that, then why we need to neglect the Ayurveda? Of course, I am having another income source. I'm a professor, and I'm getting good salary, because you may think that I'm speaking like this. I have practice, but thanks to my needs, okay, thanks to my parents, and even in whole my 20 years, I never did the general practice. I was doing the consultancy, surgical consultancy, that too with more of 70% of Ayurveda prescription, 30% of allopathy prescription, because I belong to surgical faculty, paternity, and unfortunately, it is very much a fact that we lack, or I was not knowing better antibiotics in Ayurveda and better analysis in Ayurveda. If any of you know, you can put into a chat box or in our group, so that see, ultimately we need to shift from 100% allopathy medical practice to at least means gradually towards the Ayurveda practice. That only can give us the recognition. Otherwise, what happens will be a feeling like flies trapped in a sticky sap. Okay, always. How many of you resonate with this one? You are feeling that you don't know where to go, whether to move forward or backward, or what you need to start. And because of that, we get depressed, we get frustrated and angry, and because of that, we don't cherish the life. That is all because of that. We somewhere in the subconscious mind, we ourselves are blaming, means we are not happy with ourselves, because consciously we feel that we are not doing justice to our degree. Okay, and that's because of that we get into casualty, because we become casual. We don't have goal, we don't have focus, we don't have clarity, we don't have purpose. And because of this, we feel that somewhere we are in the storm, we don't find the way out, and then start living a mediocre mindset, accepting that, okay, this is what I have to do, and I need to survive. For that survival, let me earn. And for that earning is either in general practice or an academic profession, academic career, where paycheck to paycheck will be living in the colleges, and GP with no time freedom, no the security, no the significance. Okay, so we need to change from business to entrepreneurship. We are doing business. Running a clinic is a business, because you are doing what the other people are doing, what your competitors are doing. The same, all the other doctors are doing the same thing you are doing. Of course, you are giving health, you are taking care of the illness of the people, but that the other people are also doing. How different you are from them? If you want to be different from them, if you want to stand out in the crowd, you need to be unique. And how you can be unique? When you do something differently. And doing something differently is only by entrepreneurship. So we need to change our mindset, and we need to be, and like the good thing is that, okay, the facts are different. Facts are totally different. And unfortunately, in subconscious mind, we have been right from the schooling, right from the college, we have been instilled. Okay, that is, we are indoctrinated. We are indoctrinated with the lot of things, some wrong beliefs. Okay, so let me break that at least minimum 3 myths. So myth number 1 is we feel that, or we most of the time we have been told, or we have been thinking that health and Ayurveda do not have scope for the entrepreneurship. Yes or no? How many of you, whether really you people have thought of entrepreneurship using Ayurveda, or the health sector can be the entrepreneurship? I mean, so that can be an entrepreneurial area. How many of you have thought? If you have thought, very good, you have got a different thinking, and I salute you people. But if you are not thought, that is not your mistake. It has been instilled in us. And the fact is that the top 4 niche of the entrepreneurship, there are top 4 in the worldwide, and then the top 4, first the top 1 is health. So human being from any part of the world you may take, they pay more for their health. Then wealth, if you are able to help them to make their wealth, then you can make an entrepreneurship in that. Then relationships, and then the career. So these are the 4 top niche for the entrepreneurship. So if you start the entrepreneurship in any of this area, you'll be making a lot of money. And the health happens to be the topmost, because especially after Corona, after COVID, the people have become more aware towards their health and fitness. And now if we cannot reap this what to call the opportunity, if we cannot use of this opportunity, then we'll be nowhere. We'll perish. We'll not be making money, or rather we vanish. So the health is the top option. So myth number 2 is, how many of you resonate with this one? How many of you agree with this one? That always we have been right from the beginning, in the childhood, we have been told that the medical profession is a noble profession, and you should not ask for money, or you should not demand for the money. The people, whatever they pay, that you need to take that and you should accept it, and you should not be greedy about the money, or you should not be demanding the money. And you need to be generous. You need to be what you call the so sophisticated. You need to be what you call the, even if you are professional, but you are not supposed to charge your professional charge what the patient is not affordable, or you cannot fix up the charge, or you cannot demand more, because it is a noble service, noble profession. And the fact is that Ayurveda itself says that Tadidam Shaswatam Punyam Swargyam. These are okay. That's all come under the noble achievements. Because it's a noble profession, we'll get Punya, Shashwata Punya, we'll get Swarga, heavenly, what you call the abodement, and Yasha, that is fame, the lifespan. But the last one is Vrittikaram Cheti. Vrittikaram, it is the profession which can give us some, which can get money for us, and we need to demand the money, because pranebhyo henantaram dhanameva parishta bhavati. So after praneshana, dhaneshana is the most important one, because dhana, without dhana you cannot enjoy your arogya also, you cannot enjoy the worldly, what you call all the worldly comforts. Without money you cannot earn. Money is not important, but unfortunately, without money you cannot achieve, enjoy, or acquire whatever you want. Because all the worldly matters, or worldly comforts, or worldly the what you call the objects, they are all made by men, and they are costly. Whatever has been created by God is cheap, but they are invaluable. But still, whatever made by man, they require money, and a lot of money. So it's a myth that we should not demand. We should demand. We have got every right. Okay. you have got right, the what you call the your moral right to demand for your service, for your product, whatever it really it cost for. Okay. So myth number 3 is, to be an entrepreneur, always you need to have a physical what you call factory and physical what you call the biggest capital amount. That is not there. Even with the thought, simple idea thought, you can solve. If you are able to solve a unique problem, you can become an entrepreneur. Okay. So other general entrepreneurship, what you call the modern myths are there. That was about the Ayurveda. Now the modern myths are that the you need to be novel, means innovative. And thanks to Ayurveda, that you need not to break your head now. Whatever is in the Ayurveda, which is left unexplored or which is been left unused, you take out that and use it. That becomes a novel. You need not to break your head. You need not to put all your energy in searching for that. Okay, so you are already equipped with the lot of ideas are there, lot of tools are there, lot of products are there, lot of medicines are there, lot of principles are there, which can, by adopting those principles, you can cure a lot of lifestyle disorders. So why you need not to invest your energy to research, make a research. Of course, what you need to do is you need to go through the literature. That is the only thing you need to do, and at least that you should do. That you need to do, because without putting your efforts, you cannot earn anything back. Because there is for every action there is a reaction. For every reaction there is an action. So karya karana sambandha. If you do not do karya, you cannot get the whatever the phala. So the myth is that this is again a myth. You need to be innovative, you need to be novel, groundbreaking, not. And for us, luckily, for Ayurveda, it is not required, because already they are all there. And entrepreneurs are born, not made. Of course, we are not born in an entrepreneur family, but that may be the reason we are late to adopt this entrepreneurship mindset. But it's not the fact that you cannot become an entrepreneur. At least, okay, self-made, 50% to 60% of the self-made millionaires in the world, they are not from the entrepreneur business families. They started. They were the first people to start the entrepreneurship or business in their family, and they become the first millionaires of their family. Especially if you go through the Western world, what you call the scenario, you can understand this one. So that is also myth. You need to have a family business background. You need to be having the entrepreneurs in the home, because that only can make. No, you can start now. You can become the first entrepreneur of your family and first millionaire of your family. And again, there is a myth that every business is going to fail one or the other day. Of course, the rest of the business I do not guarantee, but health business is not going to fail. Health business is not going to fail, because it is dictum in the business, what you call the area, that every business is going to fail one or the other day. That is dictum is there. This is the rule. But luckily for health, it is not true. And especially for Ayurveda, it is not at all true. Your business cannot fail if you adopt the Ayurvedic principle, and by that you develop your own service or product, which can be, as long as you are using it, it will be successful. Okay, so think out of the box. Now, to think out of the box, okay, you started thinking out of the box, but you need some system. You need some what you call the guidance. You need some what you call the roadmap. You need some tools. That's why I created the Ayurpreneur Success Significance Triangle. So Ayurpreneur Success Triangle, Significance Triangle, what it has got 3 pillars. One is a mentor. You need a mentor for whatever the business you, especially with Ayurveda, you want to start. You need a mentor. You need a community to support you. And you need a system to achieve that goal. So this is a mnemonic, what I could make the what you call the apta, which has been told in the classics. The real apta, of course, the classical features are there, classical characters are there, but still to make it more acceptable, means more easily understandable to the present generation, I made it as apta in English, AAPTA, as if your mentor is good advisor, and if he is a good appreciator when you do good thing, And but at the same time, he is very strict and he penalizes you when you are not doing what you are asked to do. And if he is really transforming your life, helping you to transform yourself, and if he makes you to be accountable, and he also becomes accountable for your all the growth or the failure, then that such a mentor you should have in your life. And at the same time, you should have a community which can have the conviction in the same area what you are doing, should have clarity, should help you to achieve the competency, should help you to boost up your confidence, to help you to assist, maybe keep you with the consistency, okay, and which can collaborate with you whenever you want to do something big. So such community you require, and you need a tool or system. So I am offering the system which is Ayurpreneur Success Blueprint, Ayurpreneur Success Business Model, Ayurpreneur Business Mastery, Ayurpreneur Business Empire, Ayurpreneur Flywheel Method. So that is the system what I have created. Okay. So this, whatever the mindset, the main thing for anything, means anything you want to achieve is the mindset. If you have got a good mind, means a positive mindset and a very clear mindset, you can achieve whatever you intend. That's what it has been told. You can order your life. So with this intention, I created Ayurpreneur Silver membership, that is Ayurpreneur business model, which I try to incorporate all these difficulties, all these to take out all those hurdles which are keeping us away from the achieving our abundant lifestyle. And I named them as Ayurpreneur business model. A 3 days foundation course I made it, and I've discussed all these entrepreneurial statistics in to keep you, means motivate you, or to give you a clear idea. And then Ayurveda mindset mastery totally dedicated for shifting the mindset of our Ayurveda graduates. Okay. So, and that's why I see this already, as I told you, that we are blessed to have the lot of ideas in the classics. Okay. And you will have a greater purpose, that because you are in the health niche, you are helping the people to get their health, restore their health, or be healthy and achieve the longevity. Okay. And because that, you have got a greater purpose. And you have got the advantage of having both product as well as service. You can have your own medicine prepared, your own services. And at the same time, okay, you need not to take risk, because already there the established, proven, what you call the remedies are there in the classics. You use that's all. You need not to prove it. You need not to prove the clinical, what you call the risk. You need not to do you do not require any clinical research to validate that product before using it. Okay, for that, I congratulate you people being in the Ayurveda. Being the Ayurveda graduates, I congratulate you, because already you are in the journey of entrepreneurship. You lived the entrepreneurship, but you never realized it. And now it is time to realize that you are an entrepreneur and put it in front of the world that you are an entrepreneur, health entrepreneur, Ayurveda entrepreneur, Ayurpreneur. Okay. But still, if you feel that, if you are not able to get this entrepreneurship in your mind, okay, you need to go through all these courses. Okay. So I have, as I told you, once you go through that mindset mastery, then once you develop the entrepreneur mindset, then you will have a clarity with this niche clarity blueprint, and the clinic setup blueprint, budget blueprint, traffic building blueprint. And if you're lacking some skills, I try to incorporate them, the technical skills and investigation interpretations, and what to call the treatment planning using Ayurveda. Okay. So that the total, whatever because see, ultimately, when I am trying to make you an entrepreneur, I need to give the tools to help you to achieve that entrepreneurship. So for that, I created this course and this academy. Because see, how many of you know that there is a very popular and very powerful audio of Earl Nightingale, even the book is there, which is called as The Strangest Secret. How many of you know that? If you know that, if you're listening to that, you're doing great job. Because The Strangest Secret, when I started listening to them, listening to it, of course, it is from Earl Nightingale. He happens to be it is recorded in the way back in 1956, and since then it has created n number of millionaires in the Western world. Okay, only by listening to that, they could change their mindset, and they could finalize their goal, professional goal, and they could achieve whatever they wanted. So, but whatever I listen to that particular strange secret, I was surprised to know that this has already been told in Ayurveda. And unfortunately, we never thought in that direction. So I could now, after listening to that, when I got back to Ayurveda, I could feel that those secrets, what he is telling in that, which has created a good number of millionaires in the Western world, which is already been told in Ayurveda, and why we were not taught in that way. Why those, but these things have not been taught to us to make money, to make our authority, to make us significant. Maybe our teachers were not thinking in that way. Maybe because of that we could not. But I found those three strange secrets. Okay. Why I'm calling that secret? Because the strangest secret is, see, already they are in the book. You have read, I have read, all of us, many of us have read, but still we never use them to, we never applied them in our personal life as well as professional life. And believe me, whatever the Ayurveda we learn, doesn't only means what you call is more specific to the only professional life. No, it is also applicable for our personal life also. And unfortunately, we never thought in that way. So the strangest secret, what I could find out is, one is the Daiva. And the same thing, what he says, Earl Nightingale in the strangest secret is, believe and succeed. You need to believe it, then you will succeed. That is Daiva. That means you believe in the divine powers. That's the belief in success. So blind belief, or the not blind, rather very, what you call, the unquestionable belief in yourself, in the powers of the universe, okay, will definitely help you. That is what the Daiva itself says. Daiva. Then second is Yukti Upashraya. He says that, in the Earl Nightingale says that, why people cannot become successful is because they simply don't think. Simply they don't think, because they don't become successful. And either says that you need to apply your yukti. You should think. You should be thinking what you want to achieve before applying anything. You need to think about what the outcome, and accordingly, to achieve that outcome, what you need to do. You need to think what you need to use, what you need to learn. And third one is the Sattvavaya, Sattvavajaya. Sattvavajaya is what you're reprogramming your subconscious mind, or what you call making your subconscious mind aligning with your particular beliefs and your goals and your achievements. That is, once you put everything in your subconscious mind, you'll achieve that unconscious competence. Okay, unconscious competence means what? Without giving a thought, we'll be doing whatever we want to do with such a competence that it becomes perfect. It gives a very perfect results. Okay, so these are three strange secrets. Okay, so the law of attraction, whatever has been very abundantly practiced in the Western world, that is nothing but the Daiva Pashraya. That is divine influence. You believe and you'll get it. Because, see, ultimately our actions are dependent on our belief system. Okay, so the actions, they are derived from the beliefs we are having. So if you and from that beliefs, we'll have our own values towards a profession, or life, or personal health, or something, all other things. And because of those values, because based on those values only, we'll be getting the thoughts. So all those thoughts are going to generate those emotions. As per as per our beliefs, as per our values, only our emotions will be generated. And those emotions are the driving factor. That is expressed in the form of behavior. So if I am behaving arrogantly, that is something, some beliefs are there with me. If I am behaving, aggressively with certain particular situation, that means for that situation, I have got a wrong belief in mind, or that is the belief which has made me to get aggression. So ultimately, the behaviors are the end result, are the results of the faith what we are having, the beliefs we are having, what the values we are having, what the thoughts we are generating, and according to those thoughts, what the emotions we are getting in our subconscious mind, in our cells, in our 80 billion neurons. And because of that 80 billion neurons, what the emotion they carry, accordingly they behave, and accordingly they take action. So it is called as a behavior iceberg. And the observed thought is this one is very small, and the invisible is very big. Pratyaksham alpam, aprathyaksham anantam. So you need to reprogram your brain. What you call this? You need to believe. You need to have conviction. So if you have conviction in yourself that by using Ayurveda you can become a successful entrepreneur, definitely your actions will be towards that only, because you will be generating the same emotions. Why I am confidently proposing that Ayurpreneurship is because I believe that there is definitely a scope. There is scope for Ayurpreneurship, and Ayurpreneurship can give us an abundant lifestyle. And because of that strong belief only, I am valuing Ayurveda, I am valuing this entrepreneurship, and I am thinking in that in all the 24/7. And accordingly, my emotions are there. That emotions you can feel in my voice, in my gesture, that I have got 100% conviction in Ayurveda. And that Ayurveda can be used as is an entrepreneurial, what you call the entrepreneurial treasure, what you call the treasure mind. And because of that, the results you can see, I dare to attempt this academy. Of course, today for this session, only 5 members are there. Out of them, one is my wife. But still, I felt that I should go with my particular planned presentation. Whether people listen or not listen, they join or don't join, I need to put out my emotions. I need to take action. I need to put it into action. All my emotions should be put into action, so that the universe will at least send these vibrations to the people who can resonate with me. Okay. Is it? So for that only, once you want to have the conviction Ayurveda, you need to have clarity about the Ayurveda concepts. So I created this Ayurveda concept mastery. Whatever I know about Ayurveda concept, I want to give it to my students. So that once they are clear about the concepts, definitely they will take action. They believe in it, okay, then they will act in it. And before that, they should have clarity for what exactly they want to do with Ayurveda. For that, niche clarity blueprint is the another part of that level 1 course. Okay. So that is all with the particular what you call the to helping the universe to what you call the giving this message, sending message to the universe to keep us focused in the Ayurveda journey. Okay. So that is secret number 2. You will become what you think all day long. You'll become what you think all day long. So you need to think and focus on your Ayurpreneurship. That is Yuktiyapashti. And thinking means when you start thinking, and that thinking should be logically acceptable. It should be logically practical, applicable. And this happens. Universe itself will guide you. Universe itself will send you so many thoughts. Okay. Once you believe in the universal powers greater than you, okay, and once you believe that Ayurveda is going to help you to create your own entrepreneurial journey, definitely your thoughts will be according to your beliefs. And once you start thinking, you'll get a lot of ideas. You'll have that clarity. Okay. Then you can make your roadmap to be a successful entrepreneur. So in the phase 1, what will happen? For phase 1, see, when you start phase 1, you need to be ambitious. If you are not ambitious, you are not going to be persisting in this journey, because this journey is not a sprint. This Ayurveda journey is a marathon. It's not of 1 month or 30 days, 15 days. I cannot promise that. I cannot give you a product which can be claiming that I will make you successful within 15 days, 10 days, 20 days. No, I cannot do it because I cannot fake. Yes, because you are going to create some significance. You are creating significance for yourself. You are becoming significant to the whole world. So when you want to become significant in the whole world, when you want to become an irreplaceable, it is definitely a long journey. So you need to be ambitious. If you are ambitious, if you become ambitious, that will give you momentum. That will keep you on the track. Okay. So be ambitious and have conviction in Ayurveda concepts and learn them through that Ayurveda concept. If you join this silver membership, or at least go back to the classics and try to understand the concepts and try to believe in them. Phase 2 is set your professional goal. After finalizing your niche, you need to go through the niche finalization. Niche means whether you want to go for clinical practice, whether you want, and in clinical practice, what exactly, which disease you want to treat, in the particular disease, which medicines you want to use. This is a niche clarity. Okay, so once you know the concepts, once you are clear about your niche, then you can think about what the skills you are supposed to learn if that niche is new for you, or you are not. So whatever the missing parts are there, if you are not competent with certain skills, what are very much required for that, converting that niche into a successful entrepreneur journey or entrepreneurship, that skills you need to learn in the phase number 3. And phase number 4 is that you should continue that journey, because difficulties, they don't come to obstruct us. They always come to instruct us. Many times, see, when I was recording of course, till today, this is in silver membership also, certain videos I need to record, re-record them. But whatever the course access you are having now, I don't know how many of you go through, but most of them, unfortunately, have not gone through the total course of the Ayurpreneur Success Blueprint and Ayurpreneur Device Goal Setting Formula. Because still you are not having conviction in Ayurpreneurship, because that you could not get time to look into my courses, for which you have paid. You have paid the money for those courses, and unfortunately, you have not completed those courses. That means still you are not in align with this Ayurpreneurship. Of course, my energy may be low in that, because that's what I was telling. I could record whole night for 3-4 times, because 3 times whatever I recorded sitting whole night, even I could not sleep for 48 hours. But at the end of the day, when I wanted to upload them, somewhere they were vanished. Somewhere I felt that the sound is not clear, noise reduction has not been done, video was not proper. But every time I felt that, no, universe is making me to rework, because still better I can do. Still better I can do with this product. So if we have this mindset, definitely we'll be becoming irreplaceable. Okay. So I request all of you to go through that course, Ayurveda Device Goal Setting Formula, because see, I designed that course, that Device Goal Setting Formula, based on these 3 secrets only. That is Daiva Pashraya. You can, that DYSD, you can call it as decide yourself, decide, okay, or Daiva Pashraya or divine. All the 3 can be considered for D. So what you are supposed to do is that you should believe that the divine powers are there, which will be helping you to finalize your goal and achieve your goal. Second is understand your karma. So always do good thing for others. Always have intention of helping others. The universe will give it back. Okay. And I have given certain, what you call, the basics of the numerology there, which will help you to understand your, what you call, the spiritual core, what you call, the triad. And according to that spiritual triad, you can decide your, what you call, the niche. You can finalize your niche. So I have given this numerology. See, it is a very new concept. You won't get this particular numerological concept in any of the other colleges, in any of the other courses. So try to go through that. If you get any doubt, you come back to me. You put it in the community, in the Tag Mango app, whatever it has been named as learn.Ayurpreneur Lifestyle Hub, or the Ayurpreneur You go there, there is a messaging, this one section is there. You can put all the doubts there. Okay, then we can have a discussion. We can give clarity. So finalize the career options there and decide it. And your why for yourself, or and using your yukti, using your own, what you call, the knowledge, your own belief system, your own inclination, your own calling. Okay. So believe in yourself, understand the quotients, what is your intelligent quotient, what is your emotional quotient, what is your financial quotient, what is your experiential quotient, what is your digital quotient, what is your social quotient, what is your spiritual quotient. You understand them. Okay, you can get in the online. Okay, you can get everything there. So understand there and have a flexible mindset to give a rethought to become an entrepreneur, because you need to unlearn many of the things to learn new things. So be flexible with the mindset, and according to as per your relevant niche, what you do, you finalize as based on the quotients, based on the niche what you have decided, you fix up your journey. And self is goal. Okay. So self, S for self, that is Sattva Vijaya. Okay. Sattva Vijaya. So that is believing in the strength of the 80 billion neurons that which are doing for you. They are working for you. Okay. So listen to your heart and gut mind. Because whenever you want to make a bigger decision, you need to listen to your heart mind, not the logical mind. Brain is our logical mind. Okay. And the heart is our emotional mind. And bigger decisions are always life-changing. Okay. Life-changing decisions are always made by the heart mind. Okay. So someone is making scratches on the screen. I request, if by chance it is occurring, kindly don't do this, because I am not so much well versed with this technology, so I cannot remove those lines. So I think Nandini, somewhere from your side, it is what you call the lines are coming on the screen. So I request you to don't do anything on the screen, because I know you are also not well aware of the technology. Okay. So kindly just, if you want to chat, you put any message, you put only in the chat. Okay. So don't make anything on the screen, because that will make some lines, and those lines remain till the end, because I don't know how to change them. Okay. So it happens because we are not aware, we are not technically savvy people. So I request all of you to go to the device goal setting formula and then decide this roadmap. See, this is what I am proposing, the Ayurpreneur ecosystem setup journey. So first, is understand your entrepreneurship. Okay, by going through the Ayurpreneur success blueprint course and understand the entrepreneurial inside the basics, assimilate them, understand the concept, and start thinking about as an entrepreneur. Okay, and then analyze your personal and professional goal by going through the Ayurpreneur device goal setting formula. Already these two things are access to you people. Whoever are only in the bronze membership, you are having access to this particular two courses, that is Ayurpreneur success blueprint and Ayurpreneur device goal setting formula. And the people who are in the silver membership, they can go through the Ayurpreneur means of course you people are attending this monthly Ayurpreneur mastermind session, so that you'll be getting the productive tips about the Ayurveda entrepreneurship. So these are the learnings what you need to go through. These are the phases what you need to, and the process you need to undergo of the learning as well as the relearning and coming with the ideas. Okay, so phase number 4 is, step number 4 is join the Ayurpreneur Lifestyle Hub by becoming the member of the Ayurpreneur Silver membership, so that you can be upgrading yourself to the Ayurpreneur Silver membership, where you will be getting lifetime access to the Ayurpreneur business model, which includes all those courses what I told. Okay, and become Ayurpreneur starter by joining that and going through the Ayurpreneur business model. So once I am going to throw a challenge to all my Ayurpreneur Lifestyle Hub people from January onwards. I will be conducting Ayurthon, which will be a 90-day challenge, which will help you people to practically, okay, what you call the put your ideas on the paper and making it to work out and making it a physical product or the physical services you can offer. So that becomes you will become a true Ayurpreneur. So once you become true Ayurpreneur, the next next milestone is you need to become a Hall of Fame so that once you achieve 3 lakhs in revenue after 3 months of complete becoming an Ayurpreneur, then means you will become a Ayurpreneur Hall of Fame. And next milestone after Ayurpreneur Hall of Fame is the 1 crore champion. And the time frame what I have set is that 5 years. So our aim, our goal should be, and it is achievable. It is achievable in 5 years. Of course, we need to work on that. We need to be more specific. We need to be more what you call the product, means a very value adding product and services, so that we can become crore champion within 5 years. And after next 5 years, means at the 10th year of joining this academy as a lifestyle hub, you should be, or we should be, with 10 crore in our revenue total. Okay. And at the 20th year, we need to have our own ecosystem, which will be giving 10 crore of rupees of recurring income every year. Okay. So that is what the goal we should have to become the Ayurveda. So it is, see, don't get into conformity, as I'm telling. We are thinking differently, and of course, always those different thinking will never get the immediate what you call encouragement, immediate what you call the support, or an immediate you want result, you see the result. But you need to fix up your goal, professional goal, and so that as you are going to become an Ayurveda entrepreneur. Because there's the biggest difficulty for Ayurveda entrepreneurship is not the lack of opportunity, rather it's a lack of entrepreneur mindset, okay, and conviction Ayurveda. So we need to be conviction, have the focus and thinking, so that we'll become an Ayurveda, what we call Ayurpreneur. So secret number 3 is that we need to achieve that unconscious competence. So we need to instill competence in our 80 billion neurons. That is what Sattva Ujaya. So Sattva Ujaya is nothing but reprogramming your subconscious mind so that we can achieve unconscious competence. So I believe that you people know what is unconscious competence. Otherwise, let me explain it. See, unconscious incompetence is the first stage. We are always, whenever we don't know something, we are at the first level, that is unconscious incompetence. Means we are not aware of the certain things, and because of that we are not competent in that. That is called unconscious incompetence. Because if you don't know what is bike, and you will not be riding the bike, that means you are unconscious and incompetence towards the bike riding. You don't know that there is a bike is there. Of course, you may be knowing bike, but how to run that bike you don't know. Okay, and because of that you are not able to ride. Okay, that is unconscious incompetence. And second stage is that you will come to know that the bike has got different what you call the parts, which will help you to ride it. Like clutches are there, accelerator is there, brake are there. But you are learning, because that you are incompetent. Still you are not competent. You are learning it. So in the learning phase, you will be conscious that these are the things which will be working for you, but you are not acquired the skill in that. That is incompetence. And third stage is conscious competence. Conscious competence is you know that these parts of the bike are there, which are helping you to ride, and you are able to ride also. You are able to ride us, but somewhere you are not competent enough, because that what happens means you are consciously operating. Whenever you find a speed breaker, you want to look at the brake or the clutch, and then you want to reduce the accelerator consciously. You are seeing that your hands are moving, and accordingly you will look at the hands and your feet, and then you will apply the brake and so change the gear. That is conscious competence. And unconscious competence is that when you achieve the mastery competence, you will not think. So unconsciously you will be doing. If any speed breaker comes, you will not be looking at your you will not be giving any thought. You will not be looking at your hand movements. It will be flowing. It will be free flowing. You will be so that is what we need to achieve. And that can be achieved only by Sattva Ujaya, that is reprogramming your subconscious mind. So you should think, you should believe, and you should reprogram your subconscious mind, because the subconscious mind is the master of our 80 billion neurons, which are doing work for us day in and out. All physiology is because of these 80 billion neurons. All our thoughts because of these 80 billion neurons. And so the actions what we are taking, what are the movements we are making, what are the actions we are taking, what are the talk we are doing, it is all because of the results of the 80 billion neurons. So to achieve that competence, the Ayurpreneur golden triangle competence is there, where you need to learn the concept, understand them, put a timeline, how much time you need to learn them, and try to validate them, analyze them, okay, and accept them. Then adopt them. Okay, adopt those concepts, and then skill set according to that particular concept. And once you adopt that, then you implement it. So once you learn, adopt, and implement, then you will become competent in that. So whatever new things you want to learn, you learn it, then you adopt it, and then implement it, then you'll become competent in that. So that you can leverage the opportunities. So if you want to be an Ayurpreneur, You need to relearn Ayurveda. And it doesn't mean that you need to go through all the classics. No. If you go through the Ayurpreneur concept mastery, okay, very small course, but I want to make it more impactful. I am going to change, I am going to re-record the videos. I want to give all the golden nuggets what I could understand, and by only that you can become more competent. So relearn Ayurveda, adopt it, adopt the skill set what is required for that, whatever the as per your niche and as per your business type, and then go for what you call the implementation part. Once you start implementing, you definitely will leverage the opportunity and this. So it is time to give away the mediocre thinking, and because the Ayurveda advocates the entrepreneurship. So we need to become okay. So that is all what you are supposed to. What is that? The first, what you call the changing your mindset, traditional mindset, from being only a clinician or the only a local, means physically running a clinic, to going beyond that clinic, expanding yourself to an entrepreneurial mindset. That is what our the first essentials of the entrepreneurship. Okay, so that is what you need. That the mindset itself. If you change the mindset, then the 90% of your work is done. Then becoming an entrepreneur is very easy. Only 10% job is remaining. So what is the 10% job is to become an entrepreneur? That is deciding your entrepreneur business type. Second is the 10%. The rest of all the 5 come under the 10%. 90% was about the mindset. That's why I took a lot of time for that. I wanted to reprogram. I wanted to instill those thoughts in you. I wanted to I wanted to convince people that Ayurveda can really give you the what you call the ideas. But to that, you need to change yourself. You need to change your mindset. You need to change your mindset from a typical traditional mindset to an entrepreneurial mindset. That is 90% work is done now. If you are able to resonate with me, if you are convinced now that if you can order your life, you will become what you think. Okay, and the hurdles, whatever they come, they'll come for making you more better. If you think like that, the 90% job is done. Another 10% job to set up your business is the next 5. That is deciding the business type. So see, ultimately it should come, whatever the business you want to start using Ayurveda, it should be coming from your heart. Now I love coaching. I love the guiding the people, especially Ayurveda people, because that it is coming from my heart, and because I could resonate, and because I could start this career guidance course. Okay, so whatever the product I love my product. I love my product. I have a business model. I have a business mastery. I have a business empire. I love my product, and I love my customers, my members rather. I love all the Ayurveda colleagues. So when I love my Ayurveda colleagues and I love my product, I always try to make it more what you call the more excellent, better product, and I want to add value to my lovable members. Okay, so your business type should depend on your inner calling. So if you love what you want to do, and if you love what you are providing, okay, and if you love your customers or your target, what you call the customers, and you always think of helping them, okay, that business is going to explode. Okay, and moreover, whatever you are going to do service, or you are going to provide the product, that should be in harmony with your personality. That should be in line with your personality. That should be in harmony with your personality. Because see, if I go and sell my product on the road, it won't it will not be in harmony with my personality. I cannot sit in the bazaar and I cannot sell Ayurveda medicine. Having a tent like a Himalaya, you must have seen, no? Usually you will be seeing roadside Ayurveda, Himalaya Ayurveda and all those things. They'll be having a vehicle, a eco standing there, or a tent there, and they'll be providing medicine. That doesn't suit to our personality. We cannot do that. Of course, that is also business. They are doing their business. They are selling Ayurveda medicine. But we cannot do that because it doesn't suit our personality. So we should take care of that. So you should, whatever you love, the product or service, whatever you are doing, you should love it. Means you should do what you love, and you should love your people who are coming to trade with you, and you should enhance your personality. Whatever you will do, it should enhance your personality rather than degrading your personality. That is what these are the prime factors you need to take into consideration when you're deciding your business type. Okay, so what are the business opportunities or the entrepreneurial approach in Ayurveda is these 7 things what I could identified based on our personality. All BMS graduates or postgraduates or the teachers of the private Ayurveda college or the practitioners. So these 7, any of these 7 you can choose. If you're already into the practice of the allopathy practice and you want to get back to the Ayurveda, but 100% you cannot immediately leave your allopathy practice and you cannot immediately jump to the Ayurveda. For them, you can start with an integrative practice, integrative medical practice. This is booming. It is booming now. You do not believe. One of my known person, is the community member for the other community where I am being trained. That fellow is non-medical, but he has made a lot of money, millions of money by providing integrative medical services to the patients by collaborating with different people, different professionals of the different medical streams. So if you are allopathy practitioner, general practitioner, and you want to go for a bigger one, and at the same time you have got love for Ayurveda and you want to integrate them, go ahead, become an integrative silhote. I name you people as Ayurpreneur integrative silhote in my community. This is what the designation or the what you call the not the designation only, the designation what I have given to my community members who will be going to be an integrative practitioner, medical practitioner, who will be collaborating with the different medical stream people, experts, and by that he'll be giving holistic, what we call the result for the patient, holistic care for the patients. He can be called as Ayurveda integrative silhote because he is having love for Ayurveda, but unfortunately cannot do it 100%, and he want to upgrade his allopathic practice, what he is into in the last few decades or maybe few years, but he can or she can do it. That is one thing you can go for, think about integrative approach, integrative medicine practice. Second is you are purely Ayurveda practitioner. You are purely Ayurveda practitioner, and you are doing good also. Doing good means good, or you have made a good what you call the establishment, but still at the, as I told you, only at the physical territory. If you are still at the physical territory and you want to expand now, you want to reach the whole world, then you need to become Ayurveda star Vaidya. For that, you need to be specific, and that by a particular specific disease you should take up, and accordingly you should go for the branding yourself, establishing yourself as authority in that particular disease, and by that you can reach the different people based on the online consultation or social media. Number 3, the business type you can take up is Ayurpreneur coach reckoner. You can become coach in the using Ayurveda, and you can become coach and health provider, both. This is now the trend what is running. If you are what you call, for example, if you are expert in the psoriasis, what you are supposed to do is that you need to build the community of the psoriatic patients. And once you build that community of psoriatic patients, the patients will be interacting and you will be helping them, and you will be nurturing them. You'll be always there to help them. And by that particular assurance, the people will be joining to you, and they will be lifelong. They will be staying with you. That is the what you call the benefit of becoming a coach. Here you are not only prescribing a medicine and making an online consultation, giving a prescription and and some follow-ups. It won't. That is there. But by that you may not add much value. Ultimately, you want to recreate their life. For that, you need to be consultant as well as coach. That is the concept of Ayurveda coach reckoner. If I want to treat prostate, I want to label myself as prostate, what you call the health coach, for example. So once I brand myself as prostate health coach, I will be reaching out to the prostate patients. I'll be bringing them under one community, and I'll be group what you call the coaching them, and I'll be helping them. I'll be giving them all the tips in and out, regarding their lifestyle changes, then food patya, and then medicines, the exercise, everything we can club into that. At the very in the same period of time, you can reach a lot of people. That is group coaching, and even you can do one-to-one coaching and consultation. By that, you'll be leveraging the time, and you'll be building your influence, and you'll be having your own followers as a community. So that is Ayurpreneur coach corner that you can do. And fourth is you can, if you are technically savvy. A lot of people, as I was telling, I am not technically savvy. I am not able, I don't know from where I need to take out this, whatever the lines has been made on the screen during the Zoom presentation. Okay, so but if you are technical savvy and your passion is towards technology, but you have by chance come into Ayurveda, now you can use that your passion to help the Ayurveda doctors to create their brand. They create their influence by helping them to put them on the social media, digital marketing, helping them to set up their health hospital management system, writing content for them, writing blogs for them, writing books for them. Okay, so that is all startup, the Ayurpreneur startup, Ayurpreneur tech journey. That is rather Ayurpreneur tech journey, fifth one. So Ayurpreneur startup frat is if you are very much inclined towards setting up a business, a product pharmacy, okay, or some other equipments you want to prepare, if you want to help the Ayurveda doctors by making some devices, some apps, then you can go for Ayurpreneur startup frat. And sixth one is Ayurpreneur Agri-Hulk. If you have got a lot of land and you are more inclined towards the agriculture, then you can go for what you call the raw material supplier, and you can grow the herbal medicine and you can supply it. And the seventh one is the Ayurpreneur author genius. That is, if you are having more intellectual, what you call, then you can by your intellectual property, you can help the Ayurveda doctors to create their what influence. Okay, so the other than these 7 business types you can select, and by that you can go with the sole proprietorship, or from home you can work, or you can register your own limited liability company. If you want to go a little bit bigger, of course, some compliance will be there. You need to attend that. And or if you are really thinking big, you want to introduce your own IPO of your company, then go for private limited company, so that lot of taxation and the other liabilities will be, the liabilities will be less, but compliance will be more. Okay, and you can have your own franchisee, which you can offer to the people, so that you'll not be working at the front end, the other people will be working for you, and your brand will be making money for you. So this is the business type. So either of these 4 you can select, and as a starter, you can start as a solo proprietorship with the 7 what I have made. Any of the 7 you can select, and your business is set. Now you're clear with your business type. Now third is, once you are clear about your business type, then it is creating your realistic business plan. Okay, because see, you have got idea now. You have got a business. You finalized your niche, your type of the business, and you want to go whatever the soul or the company or whatever. And now you need to think about the business plan which can be workable and which can become successful. If you know the philosophy or the psychology of the human beings, so human beings always desire for improvement. They are always inspired by the desire for improvement. So if you are able to help them to improve their health, improve their knowledge, improve their lifestyle, that can be a realistic business plan which can work for you. Okay, so you can create the product around them. You can offer your service around that, which will be helping the people to improve their either health, wealth, okay, relationships, okay, and lifestyle. Okay, so you need to have the clarity about the needs of your customer, what they want. Accordingly, you should create a product and you can create a service, so that that plan will work out for you. So you can ask 10 questions. Okay, when you are creating your business plan, you should ask 10 questions for what is the product what you are going to offer, or what is the service you are going to offer, and what exactly problem you are going to solve. The second question is that how that product can be produced, or how that product, if you are intended to prepare a product, how it can be produced. If you want to make a formulation of the medicine, how it can be produced. You write it down on the paper. Okay, you have a plan. Then what difference it will make in the customer's life? That is the biggest question. And if you get a biggest answer for this big three answers, if you get for this particular question, your business is never going to fail. And how will the product will be delivered? How you are going to offer it? Whether it is a physical product, or it's online product, or it's a health services, or it is a counseling, or it is a coaching. What you are going to do? That you should decide. And how the product service will be sold, how it is sold. Whether you are offering physically going there, or you are offering online, okay, or your subscription based, you are giving every month or every year that need to subscribe to your service or product, or one time you are giving it. That is how you are going to decide. How will the customer is nurtured? How you are going to take care of them? How you are going to take care of your patients or in the long journey? That you need to decide. And who is going to sell or serve for that? Whether you yourself will be selling, whether you yourself will be serving, or you'll be appointing someone else to do that. That you need to decide before starting your plan. And who is the ideal customer? You need to identify the customer, your patients. Okay, who are the ideal one? Who can pay you and who can really value your efforts? And what will be the pricing? Okay, the price, many of times, the price, if you keep very low price, you'll be undervalued. If you yourself undervalue your product or your service, people will think that you are not expert. You are not authority of that. So try to think, analyze this particular psychology of the people. So don't unnecessarily reduce your prices. Okay, the price should be reasonably okay. Not too high, not too low. A sweet spot. So that people can really understand, value it, and they can feel that, because it's a psychology. If the most costliest is, then they consider that the quality is very good. And this happens. This is what the Mercedes-Benz encashes. This is what BMW encashes. This is what the Volvo encashes. This is what Ferrari encashes. When you are paying more, you will think that this quality is best. So that psychology should be kept in mind when you are making your pricing. See, when I am offering it 500 rupees, the bronze membership, the people must have undervalued it. That's why many people might have not gone through the course. So if I had offered it 5,000, definitely people must have went into the course. Okay. So how the customer will be charged? This is what, whether the online payment will be provided, or physical cash you are going to take, or the account transaction you are going to take. That's all what is the most essential things you need to think about that. So when I thought about my particular business plan, this Ayurpreneur Academy, Ayurpreneur business model, when I was planning for Ayurpreneur business model, I come up with a 6-step process so that I can help my Ayurveda graduates to achieve that entrepreneurship in Ayurveda. That is what I call as Ayurpreneur flywheel method. So Ayurpreneur flywheel method, I identified 6 steps. In these 6 steps, I will be helping my members so that they will become successful entrepreneurs. That is, I will be helping them to clear the concepts. Okay. I will be helping them to develop some competence in the skills, what as per their niche they need to acquire. And I'll guide them to how it can be monetized, whatever they have learned, whatever skill they are having, and whether it is relevant to the time frame or the zone or the geographic areas or the what you call the events, the climates. Okay. And 5th one is what the tool set they require to help execute that particular plan, and how they should be able to doing the greater sales and enjoying that that service. Okay, these 6 steps I identified. So this is my business plan. So I am going to give them the step-by-step plan so that I'll be helping them to achieve their final goal. Okay, so by that I created these 3. This is how business plan I made. My business plan is that I'll be giving them the basic concepts in the Ayurpreneur business model. Then I will be helping them to develop, upgrade their skills in the Ayurpreneur business mastery. Then I will help them to scale up their business by good sales and marketing in Ayurpreneur's business empire, along with the legal help. This is how I planned. Okay, so that is how you need to plan your business. Okay, a practically means executable business. So once you are with your product file, your business, what you call the plan file, then you should think about the finance. Because without finance, it's because in the every business, cash happens to be most critical thing, and cash comes only from the sales. So you need to do sales every in and day out. Of course, I have not started still because I want to give the best product for my members. So I am working on that. Of course, a lot of things will be there. Some responsibilities there, which is not means maybe I am not, because of that I am not able to make. But always every day I feel guilt that I am not making sales. Because if you are not making sales when you are in the business, you are doing nothing on that day. You are not done any productive thing in that day. You have wasted that day. So each and every day you should be selling. Okay. For that, you need to know how to manage the money. The key factors, 4 key factors to you want to accumulate the money. That is, you should have the ability to accumulate money. You should have ability to save it. You should have ability to dispense it and ability to use it intelligently. So if you have got that money mindset, financial management, if you know, then you can really, in a proper way, you can maintain the finance of your business. Okay. And you should know how to really combine the products, services, people, office, facilities, and resources in a better way so that the cost will be minimum, expense will be minimum, returns will be high. So that is how you should plan your finance with the business, where you can cut down the expenses, where you need to really put your money. If you are able to understand this integration, proper, perfect integration, combination of the products, services, people, offices, facilities, and resources, you'll be saving a lot of money and you'll be making your business profitable. Okay. So always at the end of the day, when you're financing your business, you should think 4 quick questions. One is how much investment you need to do, capital investment you are required to do in your business. How much out, how much you are going to get out of that. What is the return on your investment? That you need to calculate, project it, predict it. Okay. Third is how quick, what the time frame, within what time frame I am going to recover that amount and how much return. And how sure, how much guarantee I am having that I'm going to get money back. So if you get answer, perfect answers, write it down on the paper, because when you write on the paper, it becomes reality. Your business will become reality. You need to write it on paper. Because the studies, research have shown that whoever write their goals, their particular projects on the paper with a pen, they're 99 times per means 1,000 rather 99 times they have become reality. That becomes reality. So you need to think about these 4 when you are planning for the finance of your business. Okay, isn't it? And now from where you can get the finance initially? See, of course, you thought you made all the ideas, you made all the finance planning, but physically from where you will get the money? So usually for all the entrepreneurs, startups, they usually get from the family members or the friends. So if you don't have money, you can lend it from your family members or your friends. Or if you are already having one income, from that 30% to take out and invest in your new startup. That is called as a bootstrapping. It is from your own personal financial resources. You are taking out money and you are putting in your startup, in your entrepreneurial journey now, newer one. So that is called bootstrapping. Bootstrapping finance. You are already having one income, and from that income you are taking out that income source, you are taking out certain share and you are putting into the business. That is bootstrapping. From that also you can finance your business. Or you can find your product is very good and your services are very good and really they can attract the people to invest. Then you can have angel investors. So angel investors, who are the angel investors? So angel investors are the one who have made a lot of money by investing in the business, but they don't want to start their own business. They are ready to invest, but they don't want to take up all the responsibility of taking service. They are called angel investors. You can find angel investors for you. Or the best thing is now, see, India is booming with 108 unicorns in the last 2-3 years. So unicorns means who have made $1 billion in asset. They're unicorns. 101. So India is with 108 unicorns, and it is estimated that another 500 unicorns will be happening, becoming in the by 2028 or 30 something. So for that, in Government of India has started the Startup India Initiative. So Startup India Initiative is where you can get the schemes. Several schemes are there, like FFS, that is funds for startups. SISFS, that is Startup India Seed Fund Scheme. Then CGSS, that is Credit Guarantee Scheme for Startups. So you can tap into that. You can send your proposals. You can apply for that, and really, if you are able to convince your product and services, okay, which can really give them means it becomes a very transforming startup, then definitely the government will sponsor them. That will give the funds. Or you can go for bank personal loans for professionals. Professional happens to be little bit reduced interest rate, whereas personal loan will be costlier with the interest rate. But personal loan will require less what you call the documents, whereas professional loan will require more documents. Okay, so depending upon your situation, you can borrow money from either your friends, your family, or low banks, or the government. You can buy scholarships or sponsorships, or the investors, or from your own income sources. Okay, so the fifth one is when you got money, you got business plan on the table. Now it is the time whether you need to ask yourself whether you are going to do it alone. You'll be able to do it alone, or you need someone else to help you. Because see, many of times I am doing my thing, everything I am alone, because that lot of my energy is being drained out. I get exhausted, and because of that, the important things I am not able to do. I have to re-record my courses. I'm not able to do that. That is a big one for me. But I'm not doing it because I have to invest my time in learning the skills, social media marketing, and what you call the posts, social media posts. For that, designing the what you call the poster, flyer. I'm investing a lot of time in that. Because of that, I am losing my energy. So I should be smart enough to delegate my work. But before delegating that work, you need to decide to whom you need to delegate. Because see, ultimately, your 95% of your success, your business success will depend upon your team members or the people who are working with you. If the good people come to you and with the same alignment of thoughts, okay, if they are very much skilled with what you are expecting them to do, okay, and they are ready to take up the high responsibility, okay, and they have got a high positive mental mindset, mental attitude, then they become an asset for you. But if any of these things is missing, then they become disaster for you. So you need to be slow in hiring the people. You need to check out all the checklists. You should make a checklist. What exactly the qualities you require, what are the attributes you require in those people with whom you want to collaborate, or with whom you want to take as assistants. You need to check their skills, their competency, their congruence, their what you call the accountability, how influential they are outside the organization, how better they understand their team members, whether they are clear about their goals or not, whether they are clear about your goals or not, your hospital goals, your hospital vision, your hospital mission, or your startup mission, whether they know the standard operating procedures or not, whether they are clear about that or not, whether they are responding to the deadlines or not, schedules or not. So these all things you need to check out. And if when you're hiring them, you need to check out their commitment and their urgency. What the urgency they are having to work with you, because they should also have some urgency to work with you. They should also have some what you need to work with you. Otherwise, if you run behind them, every day you need to run behind them, because if they are not in need of the job, if they are not in need of doing something for you, then they won't help. So before hiring all these things, the character means you need to read their mind, read their what you call the attitude, and by then hire it. And once you hire them, then check out whether they are responding to all the deadlines of schedules or not, how much they are accountable, how much responsibility they are taking. If they are not turning out to be profitable for you, fire them fast. So there is a rule: hire slow, fire fast. While hiring, check it there is a rule of 3 is there. At least do check check out 3 people for your particular one job. Interview 3 people, and once you finalize one person, you interview him 3 times again at different time zone, and interview him in 3 different places, and ask your 3 other friends to interview him for you. So that is called rule of 3. So that you can be very much sure that the people who will be aligning with you, they will be definitely helpful for you. Now I want to give another thing, okay, important thing which is not being written anywhere. That is, you can check their numerological numbers. If their numerological number, they are in compatible with your number. If they are friendly number with you, okay, then they are best people to hire. If they are, even though however skillful they may be, however intelligent may be, however competent they may be, but if their numerological number, driver number and conductor number, if they are not your compatible number or your friendly number, if they are your enemy numbers, however good people they may be, don't hire them, because one or the other day you are going to have a tussle. He may ditch you or she may ditch you. So that is what the golden tip I want to give you people, that you use numerological the concepts to hire. So that what I have used, I have giving that numerology course in the golden membership, that is Ayurpreneur Business Mastery, where I have made a course. I am going to make a course, Ayur Numerology Mastery. So which you can use numerological concept both in treating the patients as well as your every day, your professional life, your social life, and your particular business plan. Okay, so that is how you need to hire and manage human resource. So last and the most vital point is the sales and marketing. That is, whatever business you are in the marketing business, which has been told by Dan Kennedy. Dan Kennedy says that you are a doctor, but you are doing business. You are trading means you are doing business. You are receiving money for your service means you are doing business. And once you are in a business, you should be you are in the marketing. So you need to focus on the marketing. You need to market yourself. Unless you market yourself as a brand, as an authority, you won't get good sales. Sales here, always, most of the time it is with the products, but here sales can also be taken when we are doing services. That is also sales. Means when the people come to you, the traffic comes to you, patient comes to you. If you want to expect more number of patients to come to step into your clinic, you need to market yourself in that way. So the 4 pillars of marketing are the specialization. So you should be specific. You specify yourself what exactly the one thing you are going to offer them. What is the one disease you are going to treat them for? You are going to treat them for it. You are going to treat for them. What is the one area where you are going to help them? What is the one product by that you are going to help them? That is called specialization. You should be more specific. If you are specific, you will become terrific. You are easily identifiable. Okay. If you write as only pile specialist, you'll be easily, all the pile specialists will be coming to you. If you write yourself as an infertility specialist, you will be easily identified in the crowd. If you write general physician, you are not specific. You are not, and we are not specific. You won't drain that number of traffic what you are supposed to do. In the becoming the help, if you are planning to help all the people, then you are helping none. When you become general, you become none. So you need to be specialized. You need to specify yourself. What the business, what the service, what the product you are into. Differentiation. How you are different from your competitors. For example, if the infertility specialist is there in the same town, you are also an infertility specialist. How different you are from that particular competitor? What that is called as competitor advantage. What is the competitor advantage you are having? What is the unique selling proposition you are having? What better service you are going to give compared to that your competitor as an infertility specialist? That the clarity, that differentiation, that particular unique selling proposition you should have. That will make you to stand out of the crowd, and it will help you to crush your competitor. Then segmentation, which particular segment of the people you want to help, whether females, males, age group, then profession wise, that segmentation you should be able to. By that, you see what happens. All your energy will be concentrated on that. That is called as fourth concentration. So all your focus, all your energy, all your thoughts, everything will be concentrated on that particular segment which you are going to help. And by that, you can give quality. You can add a quality, what you call the product or services to their life. By that, you will be giving a massive result. It will help you to give massive result. So you need to concentrate. So the 7 P's are there for sales and services. That is product, as I told, the service or product, whatever you are, you should focus on that. Second is how you are going to promote it, but that is marketing. Third is what the price you are offering. As I told you, the psychology, what you should first to think about before making your price. If you keep very low price in the way in the what you call to attract the people, more people, or to compete with the other people, if you lower your price, you'll be devaluing yourself, and don't do that. Okay, because ultimately you'll be considered as delivering as undervalued services. So don't bother about what your competitors are pricing. Need not to bother. You only think adding value. Adding more value. If you start going adding value more and more, so whatever the price you keep, people will buy you. So you need not to bother about your competitor. For example, I noticed this competition in the way back in 2005, where one government obstetrician in my place, she was in the government job, and all the patients from the government hospital, she was training to her private hospital, and she was doing hysterectomy. She was offering the package of 5,000 rupees for hysterectomy, including medicine, surgery, everything. And to compete with them, other private practitioners also started giving it at the 5,000 rupees. And nobody made the money. And only that lady made money because she was having the government job also. And because of that, she was able to afford it. But the other people who are general practitioners, the private practitioners, private obstetricians, they could not make money. Rather, they went into loss. So don't lower your prices. Add value rather. Add value, raise the price. Follow the apple. Okay, concept of the apple. So Apple people, they don't reduce their value, price. Still people are buying them because they add value. They give assurance. Okay, they give the assurance of the quality. So you give assurance to the patient. See, the biggest successful chain of the hospital in the Singapore, I could not remember the name of the hospital. They are priced high. Okay, that is like 5-star hotel. And the patients don't feel that they are visiting hospital. And all the major surgery, everybody, all the millionaires, they want to get their surgery done in that most costliest hospital, because they will assure the patient that they are going to get the result what they promise. Still, even though it is most costliest, what you call the hospital, but people want to go there. So that's why price, you need not to bother, rather add value. Of course, many times what happens, if you are over confident about your product, and because of that, if you price high and still people do not come back to you once they buy, if they are not coming back to you, means somewhere you are wrong, your product is wrong, your service is wrong. So then you should rethink before reducing your price. Okay, because customer is always right. In the business protocol, the business policy, it is this one, that the customer is always right. Okay, so the place you should think about which place you are offering, geographical as well as digital. If you are in the digital space, world itself is a place. Positioning, how you are going to position yourself, how the reputation you are going to create, packaging, visual appearance, the boxes, 3D boxes you have seen, no, my course, that is visual appearance. If you visit my website, Ayurpreneur Lifestyle Hub, you can see how the presentation has been made. That is a visual appearance. And the people who will be doing work for you, that sales and marketing, you should see that those people should be well dressed, well behaved, and they should be pleasant, and they will be attracting people. Okay, so that is all about these 6 essentials what you need to think about the becoming an entrepreneurship, because the opportunities are, lot of opportunities are there. It only depends upon your conviction, how better you believe in yourself, and how better you believe in the Ayurveda and entrepreneurship. And by that, you can really invite the abundance lifestyle in your life. Okay, so opportunity is calling. You need to think about that. So that's how you need to think about. Of course, you may now you starting you may not get the good results, but keep on. Never give up. Stick to your job. Always think to add better value to your customers. Definitely will be successful entrepreneur one or the other day, or very near within the 3 to 5 years you'll become very successful entrepreneur. Okay, so that is all about this presentation. It was a very long presentation, and I'm thankful to all of the 6 who are still there in the meeting. So I would like to stop sharing. And now, if any queries, if you want to add any thoughts on this particular topic as a discussion, you can add. Or if you have any doubt that you can put in front of me, if I have, but I'll check it out whether I can help you or not. And so that we can wind up before within 10 minutes, we can wind up this particular meeting. Okay. So if anybody have got any question, if no question, at least share your thought on this presentation. Okay. Or what the takeaway, or which the most important point you felt that resonated with your consciousness, that you can share. Of course, the presentation was very monotonous. I can understand people must have felt a little bit what you call, may not have focused on whole last 2 hours, but still I appreciate your questions. And I don't want to take individual names. If voluntarily, if you want to share anything, any feedback on this session, you are welcome.
I would like to share something here.
Yeah, ma'am. Please.
Yeah, it was a wonderful presentation, and we got a lot of insights as to what can be done in the field of Ayurveda. The way you expressed the thought process, the stepwise approach regarding every milestone which we need to go through the journey, it was all very appreciable, and it's very well chalked out. And I think if we go to the next level of membership, we have more clarity, as you rightly mentioned initially. I really appreciate the efforts you have taken to make this presentation in such an elaborate way. It's value for money even for the bronze members. I really wish other members who would have also been present here, it would have been very helpful for them, though they may take the next step or otherwise, but at least getting an insight that what can be done. Doing is next thing, at least getting the confidence and the vision what you have projected, because I think you have all these learnings accumulated over the years. It is not a one day job. I think for decades, your decades of experience plus the mentoring from various mentors which has been happening for quite some time, as I'm aware of that. It was a very well charted out and very interesting session. Thank you for making it so interesting, and that is how we were very patient for the whole session. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. All the good words, Nandini. Thank you for that, because these words will keep me motivated and do my even more better and add value to my community members. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, Dr. Nandini. So anybody else, Dr. Priya, would you like to tell something? Dr. Deepa, Dr. Pradeep. It is like one-to-one coaching, I think, because only 5 members are there. And I really enjoyed this session, because see, at least if I can make the person self-realize, or at least one person, if I am able to make help him to self-realize, I think that is worth of my presentation and worth of my what the mission I have taken up. Because of course, what as the customers, and when you are finding the customers or the finalizing customers, what the business strategy is there. When you look into the market, okay, so all the BMS, so many almost, as per the data available, registered Ayurveda practitioners are Ayurveda graduates rather. So I want to be more specific. I don't want to use Ayurveda practitioner, even though the data mentions like that. Okay, so registered Ayurveda graduates, it will be better, means best way to address the people, because when the 70% of the population of the Ayurveda graduates, they are not practicing Ayurveda, we cannot call them as Ayurveda practitioners. That's what my personal view. So I want to change that scenario. But because for me, that all the 70% is the market, but all of them cannot be my customers, or all that cannot be my community members. Okay, in them, who will resonate with that emotion towards Ayurveda and doing something big, they will resonate with me. So that they are your ideal, what you call the customers or the ideal members. So, so you want the 7 lakhs, what is the data available? Registered BMS graduates. Okay, out of 7 lakh, all of them cannot be my community members. They may not become, but still, there are some categories, there are some ideal people, means people are there who would really want to do something with Ayurveda and really want to change their life. And if I am able to help them, that is what worth living for me. Okay, so that is what I started, and I thank my wife, Dr. Krishna. Many times even I get depressed because I am not able to reach many of people, but always she inspires me, and she keeps me motivated that I am not dependent on this particular this one for my income source. I have got my income source, so I am doing this is out of my passion. I want to help my people. So maybe because of that, that's not a pressure on me to go for sales on every day. But I want to treat it seriously, because it's not a matter of sales at the end of the day. It's a matter of how many lives I'm going to transform. So for that, I want to go for the massive sales in the near future. And for that, I request all of you to wish me that I will be coming with all my refined courses, and I will be offering to many of the people. And I want to go social on general that 7 lakh population. So anyway, thank you all of you for being here, and I really appreciate your patience. And because it's very difficult to listening to a monotonous presentation. I understand, because a lot of kids are there in the home. Because that I never wanted to put my voice high. I never wanted to make a variation, because my son is sleeping in the beside room, because that I could keep it very low note and with a monotonous way. But still, I appreciate Dr. Nandini as a president. I believe that the rest of the people who are of the same opinion as of the Nandini. And I request all of you to try to be leader now. We need to be leaders. We should become leaders. And that starts with expressing yourself. So don't hesitate, right or wrong. If the language is the barrier, use the other language, which can be easy to communicate with the majority of number of the people with whom you are communicating. But ultimately, you need to express yourself. Once you start expressing yourself, once you start taking up the responsibility, you'll become leader. Because unless you become leader, okay, you cannot create any influence. You cannot make your impact on this earth or in this world. So all of us, we should strive to become leaders. Okay, so leadership is not the position, rather it is a functionality. And the functionality includes that expressing yourself, expressing your emotion towards the people you want to help, taking up the responsibility of transforming them, and really helping them to helping the others to helping the others to what you call transform their own lives and live a very abundant life and really meaningful life and accomplishment of the life. 7 accomplishment. So at least in the next session, I would like that if and luckily why I'm telling all these things is that only we are 5 there. Of course, Krishna, she is busy with the child leaver. Dr. Deepa is there, Dr. Priya is there, Dr. Pradeep is there. So try to express yourself. Even if it's not here, try to put it on your social media, in your Facebook. What are the learnings you took it from this session? You tag me. You put a hashtag of Ayurpreneur Lifestyle Hub. You put a hashtag of Ayurpreneur Academy. Okay, so that once you become expressive, the world will start looking at you. So if you are not comfortable on what you call the verbal communication or verbal expression, at least go with the social media posts or written post. Okay, so that by that you'll be attracting the vibes. You'll be attracting your the ideal customers who can resonate with that, and by that you can create the difference, and you'll be the whole universe will be polarizing those people with you from whom you can help. Okay, so that is what the belief is there, and with that belief system, I am continuing. And once again, I thank all of you, and it's a high time to close this meeting. And love you all, and take care. And we'll meet in the next what you call the monthly session again. Every month, every first Sunday, I am taking up this one, and I'll come with the other subject adjuvant or supporting concept about this one. And once I start Ayurpreneur Lifestyle Hub Silver membership, once a good amount of this one, the members come, and probably I will start from January. I'm going to start weekly, what to call the sessions. That will be very impact, and I'm planning for all the whole year. All the sessions have been planned now, so I'll be putting into them on the paper. And once I offer, so weekly calls will be there, nurturing calls will be there. So I have divided the concept as the calls will be, first call means one monthly. First week will be on mindset. Second week will be for concept of the Ayurveda. And third will be the skill set, what is required to execute that particular concept or help use that concept. And fourth one is monetization. Okay, so in that way, I have segregated things, and I would like to put all my knowledge into that, and I want to help all of them to have the more entrepreneur mindset. So with that, let me take a leave, and take care of yourself, and see you in the next call. Okay, thank you one and all.